Good afternoon. My name is Bobby Housel, and I love to play basketball. This picture of me is back in 6th grade in my prime days playing basketball. I also love to do a lot of other things, though. I love to play baseball. I'm involved in a lot of clubs at school. In fact, these days I'm actually really busy. Coming into high school, I thought I'd be able to keep playing basketball. I thought I'd be able to keep doing all my commitments. But it turns out I was wrong. You see, after my freshman year, I got cut. And this was a real bummer for me because it took away my ability to run up and down the court with my best friends. So I tried to fill this void in my life. I went from public court to public court, looking for new people to play with. But I kept running into some of the same problems. I didn't know where to play, who to play with, or when. Trying to text 9 of my friends and throw together a game at the last minute was just a hassle. So I started asking some of my other friends who played pickup basketball, and they said they were experiencing some of the same problems. 3 guys here from the J, the Y, and the Willoughby Rec Center described having very similar problems. And I found out that this was actually a common problem among recreational basketball players. When you go to play tennis, you get yourself a court reservation. When you go to play golf, you get a tee time. But I ask you this, why does there exist no organizational structure for pickup basketball? Because there should. The Ballout App is the means for you to stop wasting time and start playing basketball with old and new friends alike. I saw this problem in my daily life and in my community, and I set out to solve it to the best of my ability. And this is what I came up with. Upon downloading the Ballout App from the App Store or Google Play Store, you'll see this screen right here. And note, no, it's not a login or an account setup, because we believe you should have the chance to try the app before you commit to creating an account. Now, each one of these pins here denotes a court location. Depending on the color of the pin, it'll tell you if a game is in progress, has been scheduled, or if there's simply nothing going on at the court. Now, upon clicking one of these pins, you'll see this screen right here. A nice picture of the court, games that have been scheduled and at what times, and then also the level of competition of the game, as well as how many people have joined or signed up to come. Because we believe you should know what you're getting yourself into when you take the time to drive across town to go play a game of basketball. Upon clicking a time slot, you'll see this screen right here. You'll see who's already signed up, and with the click of a button, bang, you're in the game. Simple and easy. If you hadn't created an account yet, we would ask you to put in your information at this time, simply so everyone knows who they're playing with. So who's the target user here? The target user is 16 to 30-year-old men. But more than that, they're the kind of guy, like me, that keeps the basketball and the shoes in the backseat of their car, just in case. Now you may be wondering, is 16 to 30-year-old men really a large enough market? Well, it is, because over 15.5 million men play pickup basketball across America. So with a market so large, how do we attack it? Well, like Uber, who grew one car, one driver, one city at a time, the Ballout App plans to grow one baller, one court, one community at a time. So who's the customer here? It's advertisers who get a chance to corner the market of 16 to 30-year-old men. Now, our advertisers know exactly who they're advertising to, what they like to do in their free time, who they're hanging out with, and where they are. We plan to sell quarterly ads to begin with, and at a later date integrate to a pay-per-click, pay-per-view payment method. Our advertisers also have a lot of options, whether it's sponsoring local courts and tournaments, using banner or video ads, or even using location-based ads. So how will we market? Posters are a simple, easy, cost-effective method of marketing. They'll be big, they'll be colorful, and they'll be anywhere where a 16 to 30-year-old man might frequent. Social media is the key. You're already halfway to downloading the app. You're on your phone, you're scrolling through your Instagram feed, you see a nice one of our ads that we use demographics to make sure only those 16 to 30-year-old men get. Now, app ambassadors are simply any friends, connections, family of the Ballout team who are willing to spread the word and help grow the hype regarding the app. Word of mouth is huge, because once you download the app, you already have a built-in incentive to try and get 3, 4, 5 more of your friends to try it out, because it works better when you're using it with your friends. Now, when we get the endorsement of a rec center or a college campus to make the Ballout App the official scheduling app of their campus, this is a built-in user base as well. So what makes the Ballout App different? When I went to go try and solve this problem, I found 3 existing solutions, none of which satisfied me. First off was trying to text your friends. That's the top one right there. Yeah, it might seem easy, but it's really a hassle. Try putting 40 of your friends in a big group chat. It's disorganized, it's messy, it just doesn't work out well. Infinite Hoops is an app on the App Store that had the right idea, but its coding was laggy, it was just difficult to use, it was too dark. It didn't have enough users up here in the Midwest to substantiate it as a competitor. Hoop Maps was another app who had the right idea, and it was easier to use. However, it's really just a regional solution focused on the West Coast, and specifically in LA, with not enough users here in the Midwest to solve this problem. Now, the Ballout App, the correct solution, whose built-in leaderboards and stats keep users coming back. Simple and easy user interface make the app fun to use and a great chance to meet new friends. So let's talk about the team. You got me, Bobby Housel, founder and CEO. Jake Nordell, head of marketing and media advertising. Clayton Lovell, head of ad sales. And Max Borsch, the guy who's going to make this dream become a reality, head coder. He's already won more than one of Google's coding contest, very talented guy. And again, these guys are all equity employees as well, mitigating the initial startup cost. So these are just some rough numbers that we came up with due to market analysis on the first year, just some rough idea of what we would be entering into. And now why us? What makes the Ballout app different? Whether it's the stats, whether it's the built-in incentives to compete, whether it's leaderboards, tracking wins and losses, we know 16 to 30-year-old men like to compete. It'll keep them coming back, which our competitors were unable to do. Or even if it's just as simple as making new friends, the Ballout app will be sticky or retain users. So next steps, we'll be finishing the coding of our app. We'll begin securing partnerships with advertisers and local sports outlets. We'll make our social media debut and start advertising. And then we'll make our launch on a college campus in the long term. So stop waiting around, get out, play, and ball out today. Thank you so much.
A round of applause for Ballout.